Hello, everyone. The creek is broken and the dam is broken open. Here we are for good friends and good times. Appreciate you being here. We got Hasbro over here. Glad to have him. It's been a while. I always love streaming with Hasbro and Eagle, all you guys. Good to see you, Senior Master Sergeant Bulldog Chuck. Last time he said, call me by my name. And Echo might come in, guys. So I don't know. He's kind of, I don't know. He's acting kind of off. I sent him a speed. When you say speed test on your Android phones, it actually throws the link up there. It did for Hasbro a while ago. I said something. It threw a link up there for speedtest.net just because I said that. Put the link and everything in it, like an advertisement. But David was talking to me earlier, and he said he might come on. I said, here, do the speed test, and it just threw the link in the text, just like that. So I don't know if he'll come on or not. So we'll see. But be good to have him on, though. Be like old times. But, yeah, I got a... anyway, good to see you guys. Hang on a minute, Hasbro. Let me call these few people out right quick, man.
All right.
Hasbro's with us here. Appreciate you being here, Hasbro. Coke 1927 is with us. Bobby Barlow, Senior Master Sergeant Bulldog Chuck. Most of us don't call each other by names, but everybody knows I'm Elliot now. Other communities do. That's all they do is call each other by first names. Brutal Bob, good to see you, brother. Michael Dunn, good to see you, Michael. Been a while. Who else is in here? MSB 9021, good to see you too, man. We're just here to talk a little bit. The show's not planned. We just going to get on here and talk and hang out and hope everybody had a safe and happy New Year. And what you been up to, Hasbro?
Well, I had an interesting day today. Started off with family issues that were not very pleasant. And then I decided that my older brother was in town, so from North Carolina. So we went to the range and
Cool.
spent a little time just chatting and shooting at the range. And he was like a kid in a candy store. I let him shoot some of my really well-developed rifles, my semi-auto Green Mountain Ruger 1022, and he was just killing it. And then I let him shoot a 1952, I believe it is, Savage 15A. That's Carlos Murphy's first rifle, if you guys know that sniper, very famous guy. And so got to shoot that. And then I let him, he had never sighted in a new rifle with a scope. So I had an AR I just finished, and I put a scope on it, and I taught him how to sight one in.
Man,
in five shots, he was on target.
I need to come and visit you, man. You got the doggone guns, man. BB guns and 22s. And
anytime you want, Elliot, you're welcome.
Man, I'd love to come there. So, where are you at? I forget what state.
Southern Indiana.
Okay, yeah. I wonder how many hours it would take me to get there.
You're near Atlanta, right? You're just northwest of Atlanta?
Yeah, northeast.
Northeast. Okay.
Yeah, near not far from Stone Mountain, Athens area.
Okay. Yeah, I know where you're at. Then that's probably 9 hours, something like that.
Ooh. Okay, I drove about 6 hours to get Echo.
Yeah, it's a haul.
And didn't
it's
even
about
know that.
10 or so when we go down to Perry, but we go a different way.
So about 9 hours to your house.
Yes,
right? Wow. Okay. Yeah, I could probably do it and take breaks. My car's getting broke in now. I just changed the oil today on that thing. Finally.
I should probably meet you at Dead Zero.
Yeah, I heard about that place. I'd like to go there sometime.
Close to halfway, I think.
Mm-hmm. Heck, we'll do that. We can pick a day. The only guns I got right now is my and I'll be on 9mm Springfield stainless steel. I've got the M&P 5-inch barrel flat dark earth 9mm, and I've got the AR, and I don't care if the government's listening. I got an AR, which is called Core 15. You ever heard of Core 15 out of Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one of those from years ago, back in the Obama years. And or can I say? I was going to say something. The foreign president that we had. They didn't have the birth certificate.
That guy.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd like to go up there. I am looking at some precision rifles. I want a 22 I'm thinking about that one. You know the one that's got the red stock Ruger with the big barrel, and they got the pepper color stock. It's called a Marksman Light or something. A Marksman. I can't
I don't
remember.
think I've seen that.
I'll send you a picture. I'll look it up. It's about $600. It's got a bull barrel on it. I want to get that, and I want to get a 308 precision rifle. And I'm thinking about Daniel Defense, but I have not decided yet on the Daniel Defense. That's about $2,500, I think, for the 308 Daniel Defense. More military police probably instead of. I hear it's very accurate though.
Well, you need to put your Grendel together, and I'll meet you there, and we'll see which Grendel can hit 1,000 yards first.
Well, matter of fact, let me announce, Eagle Run may be sending me a bolt brass. Maybe. I mean, that's up to him. I hope he ain't listening because I don't want to say this, but he was talking about the other day he might have an extra boat, scope, this, that, and the other. And I'm going, wow, man, you're too good to me. Don't do that. I mean, but yeah, I'm all I need is a hand guard and a bolt and a gas tube and a gas block, and I am Grendel ready. Out, get the brass and get the dies and start loading. I've got the powder. I got to get the bullets, of course. You know, got to buy a box or two of those. And
yeah, they're easy to find, though.
But I can build a Grendel quick. It won't take me no time. Actually, I should have. I found a M-lock barrel during the holidays for $39 on AR15discounts.com, and I should have bought the doggone thing like an idiot. I didn't. Now it's $69. And I was going to take this one down, the handguard off, and just flip it over and then redo it and put it in the Grendel barrel on and do that. Because some people, they say, just come in and strip their guns and rebuild them. That way they, parts are expensive.
Right.
I don't have a lot of money, especially with that car. It really kind of wiped me out. Dale Pogue is with us. Michael Dunn, good to see you, brother. I know I done called you out. YouTube Police, good to see you. Hey, you at work, Gary? He's a good guy, man. He's a great guy. But I am Purdy. You ain't Purdy. I was in Purdy, Tennessee, and well, it was to me, it was a long drive. I hadn't driven out of state like that in years. We're talking a decade or two. And I was going through towns and lights and exits, and the phone, it was trying to reroute me on this phone, and it was a trip going to get at him, man. I finally got to the hotel. I jumped out and kind of staggered a little bit and stretched, and David says, "Are you all right?" And I go, "Yeah, man, I'm trying. I've been sitting for 6 hours." I did go to Buc-ee's, and what did I buy? I bought a sandwich. I didn't even buy a souvenir or anything. I should have bought my daughter a souvenir, but I didn't. I was in too big of a hurry. But I kind of enjoyed driving out of state, and kind of broke my motor in on a little bit too on the long run. I've already broke it in, on the short run. But let's see what he says here. Highlight a few people here. Handicapped Traveler is with us. Good to see you, man. Thank you for dropping in.
Boom's in here.
He's new. FUKUUT is with us. Thank you for being here, man. Good to see you too, Gary. He says, I am at work. He is. He's also called Belt Loop for you guys that don't know. Belt Loop 29. He's a very good guy. He's over in Louisiana, I think. If I'm wrong, Gary, you can correct me. But thank you for being here, Handicapped Traveler. Appreciate you taking the time, dropping in, and you too, Gary. Good to see you guys. I'm more talkative when it's my own show than I am when I go on other people's. I tend to try to be a little more polite and subdued. But good to see each and every one of you. Make sure I ain't missed anybody up there. Let me scroll up.
I've been looking here about streaming. I told you about streaming this to my audience. Mm-hmm. And I can't. It must be the difference in your account versus how Hillbilly's got his set up, because it doesn't even give me that option.
Huh.
So.
Well, he may be a paying account. You can. Yeah, you can.
He definitely is.
Yeah.
That must be the difference.
It is, yeah. At one time now, before they sold it, we could do the co-stream for, even on, I think, I was paying. That's right. I was paying $10 a month, unlimited. I think I had 8 or 10 on a panel, and free hours and everything. But when they turned around and switched me over to the 40 plan, I canceled it, went to the free plan. Now it won't let me co-stream or anything. Right. Quentin Nelson has joined us. Appreciate you coming in here. Good to see you. Somebody else new. Good to see you, new people. All you neighborhoods are welcome on this channel. This is not just a gun channel. I am everything. Prepping. I like outdoors. I like fire building. And I like camping. I got to get out there, too, because it's still cold weather. I don't like camping in the summer. It's getting too hot. I used to camp at the lake and sit there and fish all night to about 2 or 3 in the morning. Woods has joined us. Good to see you, friend. He's right. Hey, friends. Bulldog, you want to come on? You're welcome, man. Gary, you can come on too if you want to. I know you're at work though. Anybody wants the link, I'll email it to you. If I don't have your email, you can email me at, let's see, argun1776 at yahoo.com, not Gmail. And why? Because Gmail locks my account out when I get too many videos on it or pictures on my phone. It just freezes up, can't get no more email or nothing. So I said, I'm putting a stop to that. I'm going to Yahoo because they don't do that to you. See, Google's messed up everywhere. Not only on YouTube, it's messed up even their email. But appreciate you being here.
Some results.
You see what I'm talking about? Here, my phone's talking to me. Go figure. Let me put this down. It heard me. Sometimes my TV will be playing. It's a smart TV. And it thinks it heard, hello, Google. And it'll start trying to talk. And I'm sitting there, will you shut up? But Gizzard Gary's joined us. Good to see you, Gizzard Gary.
Hey, Gizzard.
I got a little bit of a few minutes on his show. He had that party on New Year's Eve. I thought about throwing one up, but probably couldn't round up enough people at the time. But yeah, you got some good guns though, Hasbro. I mean, I did see a little bit of the BB thing. I hadn't watched all of it yet, but I will get in there and watch some more of your stuff, man. I just kind of been busy.
Yeah, the weather's been bad, and so it's a good time for me to do that. Because I can do it across, what's behind me, across my shop. I can get to 7 yards.
Right.
And I've been having fun doing that.
Hasbro's been around a long time. He's been around, what, how long? We've been 3 years now?
Oh, more than that.
4 years, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a trip, isn't it? You wouldn't think it'd be that long, but boy, it has been a long time. I was thinking the other day, when I was trying to think when it hit, because my dog passed away a few days before it hit.
I can probably tell you here.
I think it was
the
March.
first time I was chatting in the background, and then Echo did a live stream with asking me on there. It was the first time I'd been on a stream as a primary guest kind of thing. And you were on that one, I think, as well.
No,
that should be in my lives here somewhere. I'll find a little history and figure that out.
Mm-hmm. I know. I was watching. I have access to Echo's. I'm an admin to Echo's channel, and I know I'm a co-host on yours. At least I was. And
yeah, you still are.
I told David. I said I thought about trying to restream some of his lives, and I ran into an old show with me, Echo, and Eagle Run back in the early days. And I almost tried to I was going to try to restream it, in other words, but didn't turn out that way. I said, I got busy, didn't do it. But that'd been kind of cool. I kind of got that from Belt Loop, or YouTube Police. Those guys, some of these communities do things that I've said that we don't do. They do a lot of watch hours for each other. And I've been doing it for people. I've did it for Belt Loop or YouTube Police one time. Lately, I need to get back to it. But just turn your computer on, go on a master list on the playlist, and play people's videos. It gets them to that 4,000 watch hours, and they get monetized. So everybody's trying to help each other. So
I've never once turned on monetization yet. I've been eligible for 2 years. Or so, and
wow,
I just don't want the enhanced scrutiny, and it doesn't pay enough to make it worthwhile anyway.
That's true.
Hey, when I hit 1 million, you all can hear me. I will officially be turned on.
Well, don't forget your small ones here.
Monetization. Yeah.
Small channels like me.
Yeah.
Tim S., good to see you. Been a while, Tim. Appreciate you being here, friend. But I've been so long. Hadn't ran StreamYard. I've been doing Restream programming. It's way different. It's just I have to turn my volume about double to be heard if I do it, and it's everything right now is basically set up for StreamYard. even the audio, and it seems to work pretty good. Handicapped travelers. Let's see who else. Dale Pogue. GGW Outdoors. Good to see you, GGW. I was hoping you'd come on, man. Got 24 in here. Appreciate each and every one of you guys being here, and gals. No gals yet, probably, but appreciate each and every one of you here. Yeah. You got anything to show tonight? You want to show some stuff? I mean, you got everything. You got a lot of stuff I don't have. Well,
I can in just a minute.
Okay, take your time.
I am looking for something here.
Okay, I am going to be doing, guys, a 6.5 Grendel build and probably doing some video. Can't build it and do a video and drop it, but I'll build it, drop it on Rumble, and then kind of do a little short video and show you what I'm doing. I did that. I was going to do it on this one, but I messed up. I admit it. My video, I'll tell you, it sucked. I still got it on my phone, a whole bunch of video of putting this gun together, and I just says, nah, I'm not putting that up, and I'm not that great at editing, so I just never did it. But our treasured home, hey Nancy, how are you doing? Yeah, I was talking about ladies. We got a lady in here. She's a very nice lady. Thank you for being here, Nancy. Thank you for the support. I got to get in there too, Nancy, and start streaming with you all and get you help each other with watch hours. I apologize for not being there so much. I got busy in the holiday. I had to go get Echo from Purdy, Tennessee, and that was a long drive. I went Sunday, got back Monday night at about 10 o'clock here at the house, and we wouldn't have got back here if I hadn't dragged Echo out of Tennessee screaming and hollering. Actually, we were trapped in the Social Security office. And he was going to do some stuff there he needed to do. And the lady was sitting there, nobody in there. And the guy said, oh, there's nobody here, so you'll be in here. Guess what happened? About 10, 15 minutes later, she closes her door and closes her window and goes, nobody there now, closes her window and leaves. Tell me that's not a government employee for you. Leaves the place and goes to lunch. Well, I said, I'm not staying. I said, you can do this in, Florida. And you can, because it doesn't matter what state you're in, you can do the same thing. It's federal government. And we left and got out of there, man. We were running late. It was like 1 o'clock, I think. So, but it was a good day. We got back, made pretty good time. Been a while since I drove at night with night lights, that's for sure. And glasses, I realized one thing, I have to take my glasses off when I drive at night. Too much glare. I can't quite handle that. But let me go up here and make sure I ain't missed anybody. Yeah, okay, you got that. Oh, you got the BB there gun. I don't know why I didn't see that thing.
Yeah, that's
guess I'm half blind.
That is a 102 model 33.
Let me blow you
and
up.
So that was made in 1933.
Wow.
And for that age, that amount of nickel surviving is pretty good. I want it perfect, and it's never going to be perfect. I'm not going to redo that. I'll leave that where it is. I've been working a little bit to get the rust off of it, but like a little bit of a stock repair to do. Everybody has a small crack here, and it has a very small one, and I can repair that to where you won't ever see it, and it'll be strong.
Don't mean to interrupt. You don't think they'll take you down for pointing at a BB gun? They might take us down.
I don't think so.
You got a pointer?
It's not. Yeah. Let me do that.
Yeah. Use your point. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. So
yeah.
I'll point with this. So like right here, I don't know if you can see that in the screen is, in fact, let me switch windows here.
Actually, I do.
There you go. So right here, there's a small crack, and it happens in all of these, or not all of these, but the majority of them, because kids would grab them by the handle and then cock, and this wood is straight grain through here. So it just splits. And it's just got a bolt here taking some stress too into that wood. So it's an easy repair if you know what to do. You can come in underneath this handle where it doesn't show, drill it, and drive a dowel rod with some glue up in there, and it'll never split again. And you can do it such it won't show. I've had to learn that from repairing old muzzleloaders.
That would work. I see what you're talking about.
And it'll make it really strong. You'll never see it. But the first thing I'll do, though, is try to get in there very carefully with a very narrow razor blade and clean it and get some solvents in there and clean it, float some glue in it. So when you clamp it back down, it shouldn't show at all. You just got to be careful, not too much glue, or you'll have a problem there. But that's what I'll do with that. And then I gotta put it works, but it's a really weak firing. So I'm sure the seals are bad in it. These have leather seals. There's an abutment seal right about, let's see, it's going to be right about right here, I believe. There's a piston and a spring. So the spring drives the piston, compresses to this abutment seal right there. So that seal is probably bad. The seal that's on the piston is probably bad, but I'll replace them. This gun I'll probably replace with a leather seals just to keep it more original because of its age. But this one also has to shoot lead BBs. It's beyond the 1935 sort of threshold when they switched to steel. And so if you shoot steel in there, it'll hobble around and ruin the barrel inside the shotgun.
Now that's 1933, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
And so instead of rubber in those days, they used leather kind of as a sealer.
And that was common. It was common up, honestly, I think until at least the mid 60s or early 70s. Then they switched to synthetics. Now, I could be wrong with that. It's somewhere after World War II. They switched.
How did you get lucky to come across something that old like that?
I just watch, and I watch eBay, and sometimes people put this up, hey, it's not working. And it's like, well, that's the first thing that interests me because repairing these is pretty easy. Like this is what's called a spring compressor, right? Just a tool somebody figured out. And you have to have one of these to push the spring, to pull the side out, and then you can take the inside mechanism out. The rest of it is just unbolting some things. It's really a simple mechanism. Wow. So you can clean them out, rebuild them, put them right back together and get them as good or even sometimes even better than they were originally. So that part's not so bad. Some of the guns are more tricky, right? But the general class of daisies like this and all the different forms, they all act the same way, more or less. And so you can get parts and rebuild them.
That is cool.
Now, there are other guns that are a lot harder. That's actually what's inside of here. And I'm going to try to do this without getting all messy. This is the internal valving of a Crossman Model 140 pellet gun. And so I got this 140 pellet gun for $70. And people that know that gun are going, whoa, that's a really cheap price. But it doesn't work because the seals are all bad. Well, you just got to get it apart. And this is the one last part. I can't get these two to separate. So it's soaking in Croil. And I'll leave it in there another couple of days. And then hopefully I can separate those two. They're just threaded together. But that's a bit more complex.
I had a Crossman one time, guys, probably in the late 60s, 22 caliber. Had to buy those little gas cartridges and put in it. Yeah. And as the cartridge would get weaker, you'd see the pellet start going down like a BB gun. You'd sit there and see it droop. Yep. So it was a trip. That thing.
I don't have a gas-powered pellet gun yet, and I probably will, but I have several pistols that are that way, including one I did recently. It was my grandfather's pistol.
I want a Gammo, one of those Whisper Quiet Gammos.
I have a Gammo. It's not the Whisper model, but it's that same type.
Are they very accurate, Hasbro?
Yeah, they are. I picked up one that's factory remanufactured, right? If you catch that, I think I paid $80 shipped by getting it remanufactured, and it functions perfectly. So, otherwise they're close to 200, I think, on that model. So
cool. Yeah, I definitely want to get me a pellet rifle out here.
And that's the thing with air guns. There's so much more than these old BB guns. I mean, as far as power, performance, you get 50 caliber air guns that are just crazy powerful. But I enjoy the old ones because I enjoy the history, studying about them, learning about them. There was a lot of really smart people that figured out how to do things different ways. And I like the engineering side of it, I guess.
I had a Daisy in 1964, maybe. Yeah. I had that brand new, too. I shot a lot of lizards, man. We had a kind of a shed out back, and it was kind of up on blocks, and lizards would come in and out all the time. And I got where I could go way back on the porch and kind of shoot above, higher than the lizard, and the BB would go down into an arc and pop them. And I could figure that out just by watching the BB. So I really wouldn't aim at the lizard. I'd aim above it. And boom, bam, bam, bam. And I'd be knocking them things off left and right when I was like 9 years old. 8, I think, well, actually 8, 9, yeah. I would kill a lot of lizards. I couldn't
Well,
believe
that's the
there's any
thing.
lizards there.
Growing up from 10 years old on, I worked for our neighbors across the street, an older fella that needed somebody to help him mow and take care of his property. And he had a garden and had a blackbird problem. So he gave me, and I wish I still had it, a single shot break barrel pellet gun. And I went out there and got really good at killing those blackbirds out of there. And
All right,
so that just sort of started me as far as trying to use these things.
cool. I know you do all kinds of stuff with rifles, challenges and targets.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah, that's what.
And don't you just come up with you've learned how to come up with this stuff?
I just, I've shot enough of these contests. I know what I like to do, and I know what I don't like to do. Okay. And I don't like targets that are real busy, where you have to spend more time figuring out what you're looking at than you are shooting. And then I like risk versus reward. And that's why a lot of mine, like these last two we've done in the BB gun stuff, you'll see 1 point for the big easy area, but down here where it gets a lot harder and more risk, you get more points in the leg. And I like that kind of thing. And then at the very bottom, you got to, that can's probably in the way, but you got to hit, for these are bonus points, you got to hit this little teeny red heel. And I'm telling you, with a BB gun, that's a hard shot.
Now, let me ask you this, Hasbro. If we want to join you, how do we do this? You send me something like that, a PDF, and then I get my BB gun and I go out and make a video doing it? Is that how I join?
That's just it. You can go to hasbroshide.com. So Hasbro without the apostrophe S, HIDE.com. And there is a page there at the bottom, and it has a link to the target and a link to a leaderboard so you can see how everybody's doing. But you just print that out. And if you can make a video, that's great. If you don't like doing videos or don't want to make one, you just send me a picture of your target, and then I make a link. I load the graphic to my site, and I make a link for you and do it. And so, I try to make it to where everybody can do it. And the thing with BB guns, if you don't have one, you can spend as little as $35 to go to Walmart and buy one. Another $3 or $4. In fact, you can even spend $1 in BBs, and then you can immediately go out and start shooting.
Now, if I get the Grendel going, how can we come up with a thing on that? Can you create one for me?
Yeah, I had that as part of the Hammer Time challenge, but we can make a Grendel only, no problem.
Okay.
Or we could do like Grendel and 6mm arc. You kind of want to open up the audience. I learned that with the Hammer Time, because if I did like, if we did Grendel only, you're going to have a very few number of people that have Grendels that'll shoot. But if you open it to that general class of maybe not 5.56, but 6mm arc, 6.5 Grendel, 22 arc, whatever, then you get a few more people to get involved.
So you basically try to invite more YouTubers, especially in our community, to join the challenge, right?
Yeah. My goal is to get more than just YouTubers. I mean, it's great. But a lot of people on here, you look, and a lot of my channel subscribers too, really don't do videos. If they have any, they might have one or two or whatever, but that's okay. They like to watch them. And so that's why I opened it up to her. Hey, if you just want to send me a picture of the target you shot, as long as you follow the rules, I trust you. Shoot it.
Quentin Nelson says, as a retired police officer, I am to the chest or head. Yep. That's a good one.
If you see this this target, he'll appreciate that one. This is the first round target, right? And if you shoot 40 or more points on that one, then you get to shoot this one. And that one right there, you would shoot to the head, because this is Bad Bart, or Black Bart, excuse me. I keep calling him Bad Bart, Black Bart. And the 1 point area is all this down here. 3 points is only up here. So you do get reward. Now, this is the one where you don't want to shoot the head, because this is our hero, Ralphie. So you lose points if you shoot him, but you get 15 or 10 here. So this is the risk reward kind of stuff I like to do,
Oh, wow. And do you put a little instructions on there that way, if I get that so I kind of know what's going on?
There is, and there's videos. I always count with the video showing it, but down here it shows also some little bit of text here to help you out. What the distance is, how many points, the type of gun you got to use, that kind of thing.
I've seen you talk about this quite a long time, and I just hadn't got into it. But I think I'm going to start getting into it. Sounds like fun. because my range is only 20 something minutes from me. 20,
Yep.
which is not that.
But this kind of stuff you can shoot in the house. A bunch of people will just line up a caddy corner and shooting diagonally across the bedroom. Put a box that can catch the BBs and shoot indoors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't have a BB gun right now.
Yep.
I haven't had one in years. But
I've had a lot of people go out and buy the Red Ryder at Walmart, $39.99. I'm not selling for Walmart, by the way. I probably should.
I could do that in the backyard now. That BB challenge, and they're $40 right now, huh?
Yeah, $40 for Red Ryder, and a Red Ryder is very competitive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Chad at Kentucky, I just reclassified to take this really high-end competition type of BB gun and put it into its own category. So I left only the Red Ryder types. Chad is in the lead at Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies right now with 70 points out of 75 with a Red Ryder he went and bought at Walmart. I mean,
Listen to this.
it's fun.
Vanessa Kitty, my thigh high heels while shooting those targets should get extra points. Oh boy, go Vanessa. Yeah, I might. Let me think about that. I definitely want to get the 22, and I definitely gonna do the Grendel. I kind of didn't. I want me a pellet rifle, so I didn't really want to get a BB gun. But man, that sounds like fun. It really does. Thing is about the BB gun, the pellet I can do in the backyard and set targets up. But here I can't shoot a gun back here though. I'm in a neighborhood, unfortunately.
Hey, there's Eagle. Yeah, we need an 8.6 BB gun for Eagle.
Eagle run.
I should do that. There's no reason why it can't be done.
What's that now? Repeat that. What'd you say?
I said Eagle's on here, so we should do a 8.6 millimeter pellet rifle. That way he can get out and shoot.
8.6. Now that's a round I never had a curiosity for, because it spins so fast. But of course, it's all new rounds got a lot of curiosity. Am I saying that right? I think sometimes I talk like Elvis Presley. I can't talk. People don't know he stuttered and had a problem with words, but he did. Yeah, appreciate you being here, Eagle. Good to see you, man.
Michael had a comment out there. Said, "Can you use pellets? Not in this competition because it's BB gun only, but you can use a pellet rifle and get lead BBs and put in it, or some of them are already made to shoot pellets and BBs. Now, those tend to be less accurate. You're better off finding a pellet only gun and then getting a lead BB and shooting in it. And you can get lead BBs off Amazon for like $6. So,
let's see what Eagle's out here. I have been accused of shooting a slingshot with my velos. I don't know what that word is. What does it mean? Yeah, not sure on that one. Eagle, you still gonna? I'm still gonna try to build the Grendel, man.
I'm gonna look that up.
I should have got the handguard on sale during Christmas, but I had some things going on with David, so I didn't have time to get on in order. So, but thank you for being here, though. Good to see you, Eagle. Come on anytime, man. I'll send you a link. I know you hadn't streamed in over a year, but
yeah, I'm looking up pictures of Vanessa's Webley. That's a mean looking gun.
Mm-hmm.
It was not cheap either.
Oh, Velocity. Okay.
Let me show this real quick, AR.
All right.
This is the one. This is the one that she's talking about.
And is the bonus when you shoot him right in the head or right between the square eyes or blow his cigar out of his mouth? Well,
on the bonus on this target, well, I'll show you in a minute. Let me,
yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Let me do that.
See, 5. I'm just kind of figuring it out, looking at it.
That look familiar, Vanessa? Those must be pretty good. I saw the original retail price, and they were not cheap then, 20 years ago. In fact, almost 30 years ago. And but those are they look really nice. I'll have to see if I can locate one of these and try it out.
What is that? What's that? A little?
It's the Beeman Webley Tempest.
Huh.
Beeman's a good brand. They're now part of or they're a branch off Daisy. I might understand it, but it's kind of like it's kind of like you have Toyotas and you have Lexus. They're the Lexus of Daisies.
I've heard of Beeman.
Or excuse me, is it Crossman? I think I have that.
Crossman.
I think it's they're of Crossman. But anyway, so they're a higher end gun typically.
Eagle says because they are 350 grains, it's subsonic. Let's see, I must have lost something here. Let's see, got to watch. Colt says, got to watch township laws. In Pennsylvania, there is a one that I'm aware of that will fine you. Wow, yeah, say $200. At least here, I can, at my house, I can shoot, in the backyard, I can shoot the pellet rifles and BB guns. I just can't shoot guns. I got to be 500 friggin' feet from my house to shoot here, even though I'm in a rural area. And I got probably about 500 acres behind me here. Probably larger, maybe 1,000.
Holy cow. Vanessa
Yeah.
has really good taste. I just pulled these up on eBay going, well, hey, maybe I can find one used, right? They're starting at $315. Most people are wanting more than that for a 30-year-old BB gun. They must be pretty good.
Good to see you, James. Hope you're having a happy new year, brother. Appreciate you dropping in, James. He's lurking. You don't usually lurk, man. You usually get on here and talk. You busy tonight? But appreciate you hopping in there, man, saying something. I got the car going, man, so I'll be visiting some of you guys. I might even go out there eventually and see Hasbro out there. Heck, I've already did one big trip to get David. I might as well do some more. Get out there and drive. And it was fun. I was hitting 80 miles an hour, sometimes 85, but I had to slow down. Cops were everywhere. So it kind of scared me a little bit. But that car will move.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it feels like when you're doing 70, it feels like you're doing 40.
You had the L98, right?
Yeah. And
That's a great motor.
Yeah.
Great motor.
God, yeah. It's a torquey little son of a gun. Yeah. It is a good motor. I changed you know what? Believe it or not, I hate to get on that. I'll only touch on it a second. Because it was rehoned and everything, I have changed the oil in 3,500 miles. Today is the fourth oil change. I made sure I pulled the metal out. I used break-in oil twice to 400. Cost me $200. Yeah, to get the initial metal out, a little bit of metal out. And I switched it to synthetic, and I switched to synthetic, and I switched to Amsoil oil filters, and I'm switching to Amsoil here in probably a few months. And got a dealer right down the street here. I didn't even know it. Got a garage full of stuff. He looks like a store, but enough of that. We'll go back to guns. Hey, it's my show. I can change the subject when I want. So usually I don't do that in other people's. But
well, you would like this. I get my truck back from in the shop, but I was driving Sunday afternoon, and I'd been hearing a kind of what I thought was a pulley noise up front. And so I was at the store at noon that day trying to buy pulleys, trying to get belts, and they didn't have them in stock. And so great. So I get home, I drive Sunday afternoon and go pick up my mother, and I didn't get 3 miles of my house, and that thing grenaded on the front. The first thing I do is I get this alternator charging system warning error, and then my temperature gauge went to max immediately.
Gee.
Well, your engine would never do that. But what had happened, I found out, was the water pump exploded.
Gee.
And it ruptured the housing of the water pump and dumped all my coolant in seconds.
Wow.
So I just sent it to a shop, and they have it for me tomorrow morning. They were amazing getting it done
years
quickly.
I worked on cars when I was young. I've never seen a water pump explode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's a rarity.
it was something else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my a few months ago, my alternator failed, and I got stuck up here in a lady's neighborhood on the side of the road. And she goes, "Gotta get that car out of gotta get that car out of my yard property by Monday. I'm selling this house." I says, "Well, ma'am, it's okay. I'll get it. I'll get it. Don't worry about it." The alternator crapped out on me after it was rebuilt. Is what happened, and this time we found out why. So it's okay now. But yeah, it's unusual. Wow. M. Gabriel has joined us. Good to see you, M. Gabriel. Hey, man, we got our brother Curtis Long has joined us. Good to see you, Curtis. Always good to see Curtis. He's always very busy working a lot. So you guys that's busy, I really appreciate you taking the time to come in here. It means a lot to me and a lot to Hasbro.
Yeah, glad to see every one of you.
Because it's even me, it's been so hard to get in this, even to do shows lately. I have been jumping on a few new friends shows. Well, actually, new friends. I've known them probably 3 years now, maybe 2, 3. Some of them I just don't. You all don't know it, but I'm on some shows here and there, and or actually streams. We just have a good time and talk. I enjoy it. So let's see. Vanessa says, "Was you ever been driving a Mercury Comet down the highway and suddenly it is steaming bad?" Yep. Oh yeah, I'm familiar with a Mercury Comet. The dang freeze plug rusted from the inside out. I've heard of that, Vanessa.
I haven't had that happen.
Yeah. Curtis Long just walked in the door. Time for dinner. Edward Petty joined us. Good to see you, Edward. Appreciate you dropping in, man. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to everyone. Hope everyone had a great holiday. Guess what? Me and Echo spent Christmas sitting here watching Miami Vice and what was the other show? Nash Bridges on streaming TV. And I gave him a couple of shots of 2 screwdrivers, and he was feeling good. You could tell he started going, smiling, grinning. I was hoping he could join us tonight, but apparently he couldn't. I wanted to do a speed test, but I hadn't heard from him in several hours now. But let's see, make sure, let me scroll up here. Hey, Bulldog is back. Good to see you, Bulldog. Appreciate you taking time to come in here, man. Yeah, now we got a bunch of people in here tonight. Appreciate each and every one of you. Yeah, I may not get the pellet gun, but I hope to get a Grendel going soon. I'm going to get with you, Eagle, if you're still listening on some stuff. I want to see if Eagle can get a wholesale price on a non-branded handguard. And I shouldn't say that publicly, but he can get stuff like that. He's a big channel. And he's got a lot of ties with Faxon and all kinds of companies. So check his channel out, Eagle Run 23. Great guy, great channel. Big channel, too. Not like us little peons here. Or me, I'm a peon, definitely. I'm at 480-something subscribers now. I got to do a giveaway soon, I guess. If I can find somebody to help me co-host it, we'll do it. Eagle says, I am here. I cleaned the Grendel. Oh, okay. Appreciate it, man. I'm looking at handguards, and I found one Eagle Christmas for $39, NBS to AR, but then they went up to $69. And I'm looking at non-branded. I think they're 80-something retail. If I could get that about half, I like to. I want an M-lock, and I'd love the M-lock on all the M-lock slots. 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, or 2 o'clock, whatever. But some of them only have like in 3 areas. Some don't. So
I'm going to look up what I've been buying lately, and I'll just tell you what they are because they're cheap. Mm-hmm. I think people overpay for handguards worse than any other thing when people go to buy AR parts. They are just not that hard to make. And everybody's using the same materials, et cetera, et cetera. And I have this brand. I'll look it up here. Mm-hmm. And I have them on probably 7 ARs now. And they've been bulletproof and perfect. And it's like $40, something like that. I'll find it.
Yeah, send me a link. Yeah, let me look at it. I like NB. I like the one they got. They got one where it doesn't have the Picatinny rail all the way down. I like that one. This one does because I got the R1 on the this other build I did. But it's not a Grendel. It's 223 556. It has the core barrel, which is 556. It's a wild barrel too. I think 223 wild, 556 wild, whatever. And but yeah, I next time I get one, I want without that Picatinny rail. Is what I'm saying. That way I can get my thumb around it better, just maybe a little bit lighter.
I'm going to tell you a place to look. And it's not sponsored YouTube by me or anybody in this channel, but it ends in Team Tactical.
Team Tactical.
It begins with the military call sign for D. If you can figure that out, you go check them out.
Oh, okay.
And you will find some of the best deals on the net. I've been getting one lately called Gauntlet Arms. It's just I've been very happy, but there's other styles there. But that's the place for me to look when I need one.
Yeah, Eagle, I like that too. I like the one where it don't have the Picatinny rail, just at the end, where the side is. I've been wanting one of those, and that'll be my next one, definitely. I kind of wish I'd bought the S1 instead of this one. I mean, it's okay, but it's a little sharp. The Picatinny rail kind of cuts you. So I put a plastic thing on it, and of course I'll wear my mechanic gloves with it too. So, but the other, without a Picatinny rail, you don't have to worry about the sharp feeling that you get from those rails. James Pollard, I'm gonna highlight you guys. Just hang in there. 50 is the most I've ever paid for an AR handguard. Oh wow. Let's see. Yeah, take a look, Eagle, at that one on unbranded. It's 80 something bucks, and it doesn't have a rail, and it's M-lock. I can't remember if it's M-lock all the way around, or at least you know what I'm talking about. 7 slots instead of the usual 3. And let me know if you can get that a little bit cheaper. Hey, Garage Guy joined us. Good to see you, Garage Guy. Appreciate you coming in. We need to get some of you guys on the panel. Chuck, Senior Master Sergeant Bulldogs is what I'm talking about. Need some night do a panel show, and we'll do that. Get him on, and you're welcome to come on too, Garage Guy. You can come on the panel. James I don't think James comes on panels, but he's welcome. Brutal Bob, he can come on as an avatar, and Colt, of course, could come on. Always welcome, Colt, to come on in. Hey guys, type. I should have done said this here, and I got yours in the mail, Bob, if you're listening. Guys, type pound freedom 1776. Type pound freedom 1776. You're going to get a Colt sticker, which is a Thompson Colt 1927 sticker, and a coaster tonight. I'm not going to give away what I got. I'll wait till I do a giveaway show. But I'll send you a couple of coasters here, and a Colt 1927 sticker. Got 3 entries. It's been a while since I did this, so bear with me. I'm a little rusty on it. So, and I appreciate.
I was waiting for somebody else to type it in so I can just cut and paste. There you go.
I appreciate Colt sending this. He sent me a look. Look at this, guy. Big old thick envelope of coasters and stickers. And we'll do a giveaway on them, and I'll mail it to you. Now, and I got brutal. I lost Brutal Bob's in the house. Misplaced it. Now my mail. I get a ton of doggone, what is it? Junk mail? Oh, it's a mess here. I just go through it sometimes on a daily basis trying to get rid of it. M. Gabriel says you can always use a 45-degree adapter if only have M-lock. Yeah, 45 at 369 and want your light at, yeah, I agree.
I'm catching up to James Pollard's comment. He said $50 is the most I've ever paid for a handguard. I'm with you, James. And I got a lot of guns that will really shoot. The handguard is not the most important. Now, if you want to go beating them into doors, that's one thing, but I don't beat my guns up.
Now I got to display it, right? Yeah, okay. I got to remember how to do it. Oh, present. Yeah, okay. I can do it here in a minute. We got 6 entries. And guys, I do have some things, and I got to buy more for a giveaway. I'm going to do a give. If I can get Hasbro's so busy on these big shows in the past few months, I can't seem to find time to get a hold of him. Hint, hint, hint.
What? What are you saying?
I don't see you enough. I know you're busy. You work a lot.
Watch it, buddy, or Santa's going to pull that trigger.
Yeah. He's going to shoot me for 5 points in the head. Got 6 entries. I'm going to wait a little bit. But we'll send you a couple of coasters out. The coasters are cool. They're your typical paper, cardboard like. And got the Thompson submachine gun on it. And the stickers, I'll send you one of those. And I appreciate the donation, Colt, if you're still listening. People like him, good people out there, man. All you guys are great. Appreciate you being here. Hopefully we'll do a little bit more panels, and one day get Eagle Run on too. He used to come on in the early days until he got big. Hint, hint. Nah, he's busy a lot. He's got a lot going on. I mean, wouldn't you have a lot going on if you got 50-something thousand subs? doing videos all the time. I don't see how he does it, man, and work. I mean, I'd be swamped. I can't hardly do one. It's a lot of trouble. Of course, I'm not that good at editing either. I'm thinking about doing that hot shot. I forget what it is. Belt Loop told me about it. I actually had it on my PC at one time, but I didn't use it. I used it a little bit, and I said, get rid of it. And but I'm on download. I think I did download it. But I have to go look. See, brother is in backyard. Vanessa says, I will sign back when I get home, about an hour. You take care, Vanessa. Coat says they are water resistant. Let's see. The coaster is a Savage manufacturer in Thompson, 1928. Wow. Cool. Like I said, my father was big in the Thompson. My father grew up, was a kid in the Great Depression. He told me stories, because he grew up hearing about Bonnie and Clyde and all that crap, as a kid. And he was big in the Thompsons. You talk about them. Thompsons and Bulldogs. My dad loved. I'm a Bulldog guy. Funny, my brother has had Bulldogs. I've never owned a Bulldog. But let's see, Michael. Let me go up here and make sure I ain't missed anybody. Let me see how many people did this. It's only 6 still. I apologize, guys. It's not a, it's not a $10 or $15 item, but hang on. It may be coming. I just got to get some things straightened out here a little bit. Then I will do some things that may surprise some of you all. Let's see. Dale Pogue said, Dale, Pound Freedom 1776. Sorry, I made it more complicated. Bobby Barlow, Garage Guys with Edward Petty, Senior Master Sergeant Bulldog joined us again. Michael Dunn, Hasbro, of course, over here. He got quiet. GW Outdoors. Quentin Nelson is still with us. Garage Guy, Eagle Run. Yeah, I can't wait to get the dang Grendel. That's going to be fun. What it is, I'm going to use this one for hunting. And because we do have a lot of hunting grounds around here, WMAs. And I'm going to use, get me a upper with a bull barrel, kind of like you got, maybe even a barrel you got, Hasbro, where I can actually go do some target shooting sometimes.
You can do it with the light barrel. It's just you got to watch how many shots you fire in a row.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you heat them up bad, right?
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
It can be done.
I still love to have the small barrel and a large barrel upper on the Grendel. Yeah, 2's better than 1.
All depends on what you want to do with them.
Mm-hmm. Coach said Clyde preferred a bar with a sawed-off. Yeah, I remember that bar. That was a 30-06, I think. Wasn't it, Colt, that Clyde, Bonnie and Clyde, he carried? Browning automatic rifle. Man, imagine that, automatic 30-06 blasting your car. Jeez, that's a lot of firepower back in the day. That man was armed to the teeth. I mean, even now, 308's bad enough, and AR-10, but 30-06, boom, that is really a killer. Buddha Bob, he says he has a Thompson. Let me highlight him here. I have a Thompson subgun that has passed down through the family. I am now the keeper. I still shoot it. I've never shot one, guys. I think I'm right on the word bar, and he was 30-06, if I remember my history right on it. Let's go ahead and do the giveaway. And Bob, yours is on the way. Sorry about the delay, man. I really apologize for that. Let me see. Present. Let me find this. Share screen. It's been a while since I've done it. Let's see. Oh, okay. I see it. There we are. Now, if I shrink that. Oh, okay. I can shrink it down and see it. Usually I'm blind when I do that like that. Okay. Let me see how many. 7 this time. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and pull it because we got to end this show here shortly. Don't want to drag it out here. Well, we're going to draw 7 people. Give you a couple of seconds. Anybody else wants to pound Freedom 1776 to get a Colt sticker and 2 coasters from Colt 1927. Gave me a generous donation of things here to give away to you guys. I appreciate it. Come on, one more at least. Only got 7. Give me 8. Give me 8. Somebody type in pound Freedom 1776. Come on, got to see that 8. Well, seven's a good number. It was actually Elvis Presley's, I think, one of his lucky numbers. Somebody gave me 8. Here we go. Draw.
Echo. Didn't see he was on here.
Well, if I known he was on here, I'd let him enter too. Hang on. GGW Outdoors. Congratulations, brother. Where is Echo at? There that joker is. Supposed to come in the show and he's late. Then he comes in the side chat. No more blonde jokes, LOL. Nope. Can't do that. even though I used to like Trisha Heffer. Can't do it.
You want me to do them for you? It's why I didn't marry a blonde. I made too many blonde jokes.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I know. You used to pick on me about that because I come on the show one time about that. But back in the day, I used to watch Battlestar Galactica, man. And at that time, I went, whoa, my goodness. But congratulations, GGW. I'm getting off topic here. Blame that on Echo and Hasbro.
You can blame me. That's good.
GGW Outdoors, congrats, man. Send me your, send it at arguns1776 at yahoo.com, not Gmail, at yahoo.com. Send me your address and all that, and I'll send it to you. Appreciate you being here, man. Congrats on that. Sorry, it's not, it's all I got. Hopefully down the road I can do some more expensive stuff here in time, and maybe even start streaming on a regular basis one day. Now, if anybody wants to know how I come back here on Thursday, because it's open now for right now, so I came in here and try to do a live. I'm glad I did. I've had a good time. It's been great being here with Hasbro, like old times.
Yeah, good.
Good to see Echo on the side chat, and you could have come up, brother. You know that. But Echo is right there, guys, in the side chat.
The man, the legend.
Wait. Okay. Let me withdraw that. Hang on. Remove. There we go. Sorry, I left it covered up Hasbro too long. Actually, I think you went to the side.
Hey, it's just fine. People are probably happy you did.
But congrats, man. Appreciate all you guys being here. I know Hasbro's probably got to go. It's already 9:40 something. We started 8:40. It's been an hour.
If too long, my makeup starts to run.
Quentin Nelson says, Elliot, great live. Appreciate it, Quentin. I try to do it, one that's lighthearted sometimes. We used to laugh a lot in the old days and cut up, me and Echo and even Hasbro. Hasbro used to pick at me. Occasionally mention something about the blonde.
Long-legged blondes.
Because I mentioned that one time about Battlestar Galactica, how I loved that show a long time ago. We're talking probably 3 years ago. But you'd have to love the show. It had great special effects, and it had red on it, if you know what I mean. Ain't nothing like a red dress. But Echo says, let me see. Yeah, he said, I tried. I can't see well enough anymore to read all those new directions on joining the chat. Okay. Yeah, I got you, man. But thank you for coming in. Anyway, Echo on the side. It's good to see you, man. But, turn it over to you, Hasbro. Plug whatever you need to do.
Well, it's good being with you again, AR. We'll do this more often. Echo, great to see you, brother, even if it is in the side chat. Happy your life is starting to straighten out a little bit, and we'll pray it continues to. Yeah. Glad to see every one of you out in the side chat. Appreciate you all. Just sort of having a little bit of a fun chat tonight. Nothing really serious and nothing really heavy, and talking a little bit of shooting, a little bit of building, a little bit of BB guns. It's all good.
Hopefully we can I'll get eventually in time. If we can we're going to maybe do a challenge that he comes up with on the Grendel. And I got to maybe do a collaboration definitely with Eagle Run. And I will make some video, Eagle. I'll do my best because I can do video. I just always don't know where to cut it at. And if I set it up, for the scene, I can do it. But to take video and just start cutting it out and then making a story, I can't do it yet. But I have to do it by the scene. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm going to put a challenge out there. Everybody type this in and repeat it. We're going to put pressure on Eagle. Eagle, I'm serious. I want you an 8.6 air gun because we can cast bullets and it's going to be so much cheaper. So we'll start harassing Eagle. Every time I see him, I say, "You got that 8.6 air gun done yet?" He can do. If he can do one that spends 1 and 3, we can do air guns. We can figure this out.
I think I use cyber. What is it? Cyber. God, I can't even think of it now. Hang on, I'll tell you. Cyber. I forget. Let me start it. And I'll tell you, Eagle. Oh, Power Director 15 by Cyber something. Cyberlink. I bought years ago. I may do open shot or something like that. It's I seen a guy do it the other day in the show. Actually, YouTube Police, and it seemed very easy the way he did it. It seemed much easier than what I'm using. So I'll give it a shot. I've had it on the PC before, but I've never done it. But I actually seen him do it, and it looked very easy. Let's see. Let me go down here. Let me call you guys out here in a minute. You got anything else to say, Hasbro, you want to do? I mean,
no, yeah. I'm just harassing the Eagle in the background here.
You have a blessed week too, Senior Master Sergeant Bulldog. Good to see you, GDW. Message sent. Okay. Yeah, I changed it on Yahoo, guys, because Gmail locks my account out when I get too much. If I get 15 gig of storage, they shut my email down, and I can't even use an email anymore. And I said, I am not putting up with that crap, because on Yahoo, they don't shut you down on storage. Let's see. Let me highlight by AR. Nice tonight with a good guest. Happy New Year to all. Take care. God bless. You too, man. Good. You too, Bob. Good to see you, Echo. Let me highlight that, Echo. Everyone, please give a thumbs up. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and go up the top and call you guys out like the old days. Sometimes I don't, because I kind of tend to try to get you as I go. We got a longer chat tonight than I usually do, man. I can tell. Hasbro was the first one here. Coat 1927, Bobby Barlow. Senior Master Sergeant Bulldog. Coat 1927, of course. Brutal Bob. Michael Dunn. MSB 9021 was with us earlier. Good to see you. Who else? Rich B. See, I missed that.
Hey, Eagle's on it.
Doggone it. He's on what?
He's on it. He's already researching. That's awesome.
Oh, cool. Rich B joined us. See, I missed him at 8:46. See, sometimes we get to talk. And handicapped travelers, I remember. Thank you for being here, each and every one of you, especially you new guys from the other communities. I really appreciate your support. I'll try to get over and support you all, too. I got a little more time now, too, because I got the car somewhat the way I want it. So everything's settling down now. Usually I'm out there working.
I'm glad you got that going.
Yeah, oh, yeah. It's fun to drive, too, man. I ain't kidding you. And, let's see. YouTube Police joined us. Good to see you, too, Gary. Appreciate you taking the time at work coming in here, man. Michael Dunn was with us tonight. Dale Pogue. Let's see. Sometimes I'll go ahead and think, if I think ahead, I'll call somebody, but then I'll forget them in other words, if I don't stick to this script, I'll mess it up. What was you going to say?
I said, you see Vay's place on here? He says, are you ending now, Elliot? I just got here. So, okay, Vay.
No, you're at
we'll
the bottom.
We'll do another hour.
Oh, you're at the bottom, Vay. Vay come in here? Good to see you, Vay. Thank you.
Yeah.
I can't see her yet because I'm scrolling to the top. FUKU is with us. Good to see you, Boomstick. Boom. So, yeah. Appreciate you being here, man. Michael Dunn, Dale Pogue, Brutal Bob. Let's see. And good to see you, Vay. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for calling it out, too. Hasbro. That helps me out because sometimes Woods was with us tonight. Good to see you, Woods. I remember Gizzard Gary was here. Appreciate him dropping in. Who else here? Apparently I'm slow. I ain't used to having this many people. Quentin Nelson joined us tonight. Appreciate you being here, Quentin. Senior Master Sergeant Bulldog. That's Chuck. Always good to see him. And, of course, Echo's Reloading Chamber. Who is that guy? Where'd he come from? I didn't think I make a joke. I didn't think I'd see him for 30 years. He knows what I'm talking about. But
hey, AR, do you care if I put your email in the chat?
No, go ahead.
Okay, because we got GGW looking for it, so I'm gonna put it in there.
You must be co-host on mine, aren't you?
I think so. Let me see.
No, or moderator. Oh, you're on
moderator.
The other side. Okay.
I just got the handle. I'm just a moderator.
Oh, okay.
There you go, GGW. It's in the chat.
Let's see. I'm still scrolling, guys. Tim S. is here with us. Good to see you, Tim. GGW, of course, he won. Congrats. Who else? Dale Pogue, I called. Quentin, Tim S., I called. Our treasured home, Nancy, was with us. She's in the homesteading community. Very nice lady. Brutal Bob, I called. Good to see you, Bob. Always good to see you. Who else? Colt, Tim S. Don't want to miss any of you guys. Yeah, I'm rusty on scrolling. Vanessa Kitty, how can I leave her off? Can't leave her off. Michael Dunn, she's been with me from the very first test audio I did, actually, years ago. Let's see, Eagle Run 23, check him out. He's a good guy, man. Good, big channel. I ain't kidding you. He does a lot of good videos. He does so many videos, I can't keep up with him. I try to get, catch him occasionally. I'll say, do a smiley or something or thumbs up. And but he got good stuff, good content. That's what you need to put out there. And I don't do it. I just don't do a lot of content, because I started out live streaming with Echo. That's all I knew at the time. Let's see, who else? Del Pogue. I'm able to talk because I already know I've called everybody on this list I'm scrolling. So, let's see. Good to see you too, James, down there in South Georgia. Curtis Long joined us. Good to see you, Curtis. He's probably in there eating. And let me speed up here. I still ain't got to Vay yet. Edward Petty joined us. Good to see you, Edward Petty. Appreciate you tripping here, Edward. Dale Hasbro. I am still scrolling. Boy, it's been a busier chat than usual. Naturally, me by myself, I'm boring. But when I got a guest, it's more, we can bounce off each other. I enjoy it more, too. Garage Guy 879 joined us. Thank you for being here, brother. Appreciate it. And you guys, let's get a panel together one night, and we'll just talk whatever we want to talk. Guns. We don't have to just talk guns. We can talk homesteading, prepping, whatever you want to talk about. M. Gabriel's with us. Appreciate you being here, M. Gabriel. Bobby Barlow. Let's see. Garage Guy. Echo, I called. Echo's Reloading Chamber. Don't remember who he is. Some new guy, huh? Let's see. Actually, I thought he was in Tennessee.
He was in Georgia for a few minutes anyway.
Let's see, Christmas Day and a little bit the day after. Yeah, he didn't stay long. Let's see. Handicapped Travelers joined us. Check his channel out, guys. Just search it. I don't have the link right now. I got quite a good mix here. You've noticed a few little people from all these other communities, and I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me, your support for the ones that come in here. Not all come in here, and that's just kind of the way it is. But I sure appreciate the ones that do come in. And I try to get over theirs when I can, too. There's Vay. She's a nice lady. She does Saturday chats now. Yeah, I'm ending, Vay. Come right at the end. Of course, Hasbro already told you that. But yeah, we're going on along here. I don't usually do more than an hour and a half. I try to wind it down at that point. Let's see. Vay, Echo, Vay, Garage Guy. Eagle Run. Always good to see Eagle. I got to start watching more of his videos, though, and yours too, Hasbro. Because both of you got good content. Shooting content, too. I love
Eagle's a video-making machine.
You ain't kidding. He can crank those jokers out, man. Let's see what he says here before we leave, before I say goodbye. Pure and air might work with me, but it would be an all-customs build. Kind of dicey territory. Huh. Yeah. Came back, mailbox, what? AR gun 1776 at yahoo.com is disabled? They may be trying to get me to do a verify on it, maybe, because it is a new account. Type in, send it, ggwargun1776 at gmail.com. I'll get it. I'm going to go over there and find out what's going on. It may need to verify something or set a two-step verification, because I've been sending stuff. I'll do a test tonight, too, and see what's going on with it. ARgun1776 at gmail.com. And it should get to me. And if it don't, I'll email you. I'll find your channel. I got to find out what's going on, because that's supposed to be working. I've been I sent some stuff up there the other week.
You mean your Yahoo?
Yeah, it was working. And I think I did click on it. It said verify something, and I clicked out the other day. So that may have kind of messed it up. So, but usually it works all the time flawlessly. He says, I may have messed up. Yes, argun1776 at yahoo.com. And then the other one is argun1776 at Gmail. Either one. And I'm going to do a test on that. Yeah, thank you, Colt. Yeah, I'll do a test on that, Yahoo. Great to have you here, Hasbro. Good to see you, Echo. Good to see all you guys over there. You guys rock. Don't drown tonight when the flood happened. Appreciate you being here. Good night, all. Stay safe.
Night, all.
Take care.